Hello friends and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you my 5-step classroom approach to teaching about artificial intelligence. Now, teaching about artificial intelligence can feel daunting, especially when your students come with very different levels of confidence, fear, curiosity or misconceptions. I'm going to show you how I used a relational, reflective and human-centered approach that you can adapt for your own classrooms. So whether you're teaching social work, health, business, engineering or the arts or any other subject, this method should work for you. When introducing AI, I don't start with algorithms or models. I start with a human-centered purpose. In my recent teaching, the purpose was simple. I wanted my students to explore the question, how does AI affect communication, relationships and decision making with real people? This question allowed me to anchor the content. So students immediately understand that AI is not just a tool, it's something that shapes human experiences. For any educator teaching about AI, your first task is to connect the technology to human values such as trust, ethics, power, well-being, inclusion, autonomy. When students understand why it matters to people, they become far more receptive to learning about how it works. My teaching approach weaves together short bursts of content with structured reflection prompts. For example, before I defined AI, I asked students, how would you describe AI? Where have you seen it in your daily life? This gives students ownership of the topic before the definitions appear. It also validates their existing knowledge and surfaces misconceptions, which you can then address constructively in your teaching. Here's how you can mirror this in your own teaching. First, introduce a key concept about AI. Second, stop and ask a reflective question. Third, allow 1 to 2 minutes for written or discussion-based exploration. And then finally, 4, layer in the next piece of content. This rhythm keeps the lessons lively, human and cognitively active. It turns AI from something intimidating into something students are already engaged with. A powerful part of my approach involves using realistic case studies. In my AI sessions, I used scenarios involving social workers, foster families, and the challenges around note-taking, privacy, and professional judgment. But the magic isn't the scenario itself. It's what the scenario does. It reveals AI isn't neutral. It raises tensions between efficiency and ethics, accuracy and interpretation, automation and human judgment, data collection and trust. In your discipline, you could select scenarios such as in medicine, AI bias in patient diagnostics, in policing, AI prediction tools, in education, AI grading systems, in the creative arts, AI generated content, and automated decision systems in business. The key is to choose a scenario that doesn't have a perfect answer. This activates real critical thinking and helps students understand. This also shows us that teaching AI isn't about memorizing definitions, it's about helping students grapple with complexity. Another essential part of my method is always presenting both sides of AI. In this example, we looked at the impact on communication and relationship building by exploring the opportunities of AI in areas such as reducing administrative burden, enabling better communication, supporting accessibility, generating summarized information, and assisting the reflective practice of practitioners. Then we explored the potential barriers of AI in terms of privacy concerns, reduced professional reflection, an over-reliance on automated outputs, the loss of professional judgment, and the risks of surveillance or discomfort for the service users. What I found is that showing both sides encourages students to analyse AI as a dynamic socio-technical system, not a hero, not a villain, but a tool that requires responsible human oversight. So when you're teaching about AI, make sure to give equal space to what AI can enable, what AI might compromise, and what conditions preserve ethical and relational practice. I found that this is where the deepest learning happens. I always conclude by shifting focus back to students' emerging professional identities. In my session I asked, how could you use AI critically and ethically in your future practice? Why did I do this? It's because learning about AI is never just about understanding the tool, it's about understanding your responsibility when using it. So by the end of the session, your students should leave with a sense of agency, clear ethical principles, increased confidence, and an understanding of where they fit into shaping the responsible use of AI. And this transforms the learning experience from AI is happening to us into AI is something we will shape responsibly as professionals. So here's the full approach for teaching AI in any discipline. Start with a human purpose, layer content with reflection, use complex real-world scenarios, explore opportunities and barriers together, empower students to define their ethical stance. If you want students to think deeply, critically and relationally about AI, this method will help you teach with clarity, confidence and impact. Thanks for watching, and feel free to adapt this approach to your own teaching in your own discipline and for your own students. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with a colleague. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical insights on using AI creatively in education. You can access my other videos about AI in education by clicking this link here. Let's keep learning and adapting together. Please do leave a comment. I'd be really interested to hear how this approach worked for you. Until next time, bye.